Grinding up to Champion League and Arena is not the easiest task for everyone, so your favorite content creator is here to give you guys the best tips and tricks for traversing Fortnite's competitive playlist. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today it's all about understanding and, more importantly, climbing in solo arena. But before I make you a champion, let's hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to support me. I also hear code Krashy is a pretty cool code in the item shop as well. We all know Arena to be a kind of mix between true competitive events like the solo cash cups and like regular pub games. At times it feels like everyone is just W-keying and griefing just to pick up as many eliminations as possible, and personally I think the biggest fallacy of being a good player in Fortnite is the idea that you need to be aggressive or W-key all the time. Don't get me wrong, there's a right and a wrong time to W-key, and we're going to cover that later in this video. In Arena, I'd roughly estimate like 50% of the players in the lobby are playing each game a little bit more loosely than they would, say, a true competitive event. This means they value their lives less and are more willing to play recklessly and just kind of land wherever they want. What you need to do is learn how to use this information to your advantage. What I've noticed personally is that big name POIs and hot drops right out of the bus are much more populated and contested. So tip number one for grinding Arena is to land remotely. Go to an unnamed location, be comfortable knowing that you might only have to contest like 1 to 3 players, or you might get an entire small area to yourself. This will drastically reduce your percentage chance of dying off spawn, which should equate to overall net positives and points if you're able to convert points later in the game. While this video isn't really about loadouts, I guess I should add this tiny section explaining what I like to carry in solos. In the current meta, I've really only been running like 2 loadout variations. The first is AR, tac shotgun, SMG with my last 2 slots for like heals or utility, grenades, something like that. Or on a rare occasion, I'll run tac shotgun, AR, the bandage bazooka, and like minis or a big pot. The bandage bazooka loadout is a little bit more viable in squads, but I've personally run it in solos, and I'm comfortable giving up my SMG as long as I have a tactical shotgun, but ultimately I try to stick with the SMG if possible. Let's talk about the mid game. So you've just left your drop spot, you have a good loadout, and you have some shields. What do you do next? Remember, this is all about climbing, and the best way to guarantee you will climb is to get placement points. For zones 1 to 3, and maybe even zone 4, you should be doing your best to position and focus on center zone. Center zone gives you the best chance possible in Arena to get the next zone, which gets you closer and closer to free placement points. We all love getting kills, but when it comes to climbing, discipline is everything. You have to be willing to be bored. You have to be willing to sit in your box and have discipline, not to just spam your edits and get sprayed and lose shield. This leads me to the tactical W key. When climbing in solo arena, there are only about 2 scenarios where you might want to W key your enemy. 1, say you take some shots and you absolutely destroy someone. This is a judgment call because you could play safe. Maybe placements are coming up soon. You have to look at the overall player count, and maybe it's just too risky. But if the stars align, just simply W key them. Just go for the kill if it makes sense. Extra loot, mats, and shields can go a long way for getting you closer to a win. Number 2, if you are poor, W key, and I'm talking no shields, no mats, etc. Most likely trying to stay alive long enough to make it to endgame is unlikely in the first place. At this point, it's just time that you have to gamble your skill and try to force a kill. I'm gonna be honest, I try to avoid doing this as much as possible. It's like a last resort, but hey, even the best pros in the entire world find themselves in this situation from time to time. All in all, the goal of climbing is simple. Focus on your placement. Watch the player count, top 25, top 15, top 5, and try to get a victory royale. Get the kills that you can, and over time with practice and consistency, you should be on your way to Champion League. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about my tips and tricks for climbing in solo arena? I would love to hear it. Definitely drop another tip if you think I missed something. Thanks for checking out this video. Please do not leave without leaving a like. I appreciate it again, and I'll see you on the next video.
Do you feel your bones start shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel the fire inside of me?